Hello, this is the Vixen as in Vixen Child 33. Today I'm going to be talking about showering routines. Now your showering routine is your most important routine for taking care of your hair. Um, yeah, of course it is. So, how long are you supposed to take a shower? I take my showers 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the maximum amount of time that you should be spending in the shower. I don't shave my legs in my shower. The only thing I shave in my shower is my armpits, and you don't do that every time. So only spend 15 minutes in the shower. You're not going to want to spend half an hour in the shower. That's just a bad idea. The reason why you don't want to spend half an hour in the shower or 20 minutes or anything over 15 minutes is because your hair was not made to deal with hot water. Hot water does not occur in nature that frequently. It doesn't. So you're going to want to take a 15-minute or less shower. Now, the optimum amount of time that you're going to want to be in the shower is 5 to 10 minutes. The reason for this, of course, is because it's less time under hot water. So, you're just going to want to take a 15-minute shower max. And it's not that hard. So, products. What products do I use in the shower for my hair? I use Suave Humectant Moisture. It's supposed to work as well as Nexxus. I've never used Nexxus, so I wouldn't know how well it works compared to Nexxus. Oh my god, these bottles keep falling. But it works really well for me. It works well for my mom, it works well for me, and it worked well for my sister. She stopped using it because coconut scent. So, my mom has dry hair. It worked great for her. She stopped using it because she wants more body, whatever. I use it, and I've got normal to slightly oily-ish hair. It's mostly oily at my scalp, which is probably the most noticeably oily part. Like, if it starts breaking up near your scalp, it looks gross. But it works well for me. And it used to work well for my sister, but she just stopped using it for coconut reasons. She has fairly oily hair naturally, so it's good that it worked well for her if you've got oily hair. So now I'm going to talk about my actual shower routine. So when I get in the shower, what's the first thing I do? I wash my body. Second thing I do, I get my shampoo. I put a little bit in my hand. I start working at the scalp, getting it bubbly up, getting water in there, and then I bring it down probably about here. I don't shampoo my hands, even if they're greasy, because science time. Shampoo is soap. What are soap's main ingredients? Lye and oil. What does soap do? Well, soap makes chains of oils. But these chains will pick up more oils. And they'll just keep making bigger chains of oils. So, what does this mean? When you put shampoo here, and it goes down here while it's rinsing out, it's going to shampoo the ends too, but it's not going to be as concentrated there. So, it's going to dry them out less. Yeah. But even if you've got a little oil hair, it's not going to be a big deal. It's going to clean them up, and it's going to work great. What do I do next? Well, of course, after letting it sit on my scalp for a little bit and rinsing it off, I put my conditioner in. I go straight to conditioner. I don't wash my face first. I put my conditioner in, and then after I've got it really well saturated on the bottoms, and you're going to want to use more than a dime or a quarter-sized dollop. You're just going to want to do it. If you're watching this and you've got weird damaged hair, you're just going to want to use more than that. They recommend that. Use more. I don't care. Use more. So I use a good amount. I use like probably that big of a amount. And then that's just my ends. I get it all over my ends. And then I put a smaller amount, maybe about a quarter to dime size. And then I start working it up here. Because you're going to want, conditioner up here too. And after that, I work my fingers through. And I don't brush or comb my hair anymore unless I'm putting it up. And then it's just to comb it back in a straight uniform line. And I detangle it. Like that. So, what do I do next? I use my facial scrub. I don't rinse out my conditioner. I just put on my facial scrub. So I put on my facial scrub. Ooh, scrub, scrub, scrub. And then I rinse the facial scrub off. After I rinse the facial scrub off, that's when I rinse my conditioner out. I rinse it out, of course, starting at the top, especially greasy part. I start there, so it goes down, and you're not going to want to rinse all of the conditioner out. I know, that's a big surprise. Don't rinse it all out? No, don't rinse it all out. Leave it so there's a little bit of a slick feeling at the end. You'll be fine. After that, I use my foaming style face wash. And this helps to get the grease from right here. And the reason why you want to make sure you don't want the conditioner oils on your face is because most conditioners aren't made with oils that are face friendly. Big surprise! Why are they not made with oils that are face friendly? Because oils for your hair are not always face friendly. So you're going to want to get that off. This is also a good idea because, it gets any of the oil off, because facial scrubs don't actually get oil out of your skin that well unless they're formulated for getting oil out of your skin. So, I get that oil off of my skin, that's that bad oil, and then, what do? I turn the water as cold as I possibly can, and I rinse my hair. Why do you do this? Well, science time again. Why do you rinse your hair with freezing cold water? Well, the reason you rinse your hair with freezing cold water is because it'll seal those little cuticles in your hair. Have you ever seen a microscopic picture of a hair? No? Look at it one right now so you can understand what I'm talking about. Hair's got these little flaky things. And when the cold water hits the hair, those flaky things seal. What this does is it makes your hair shinier, but it also seals in your conditioner, meaning your hair is going to be well conditioned, but it's not going to be greasy. So you're going to have that extra conditioner that I told you to leave with your ends sealed in. Good idea, right? So after you seal that conditioner in, what do? You step out of the shower. Step out onto your little mat, or if you don't have one, onto your freezing cold floor, and you start drying your feet, and then your legs, and you work up, and then when you get to your face, I always wipe my face off, of course. When you get to this area, if you've got hair that dries pretty fast, wicks water away fairly well, just pat it dry going like this, just do that. Now if you've got hair like mine, which holds on to water for centuries, you're going to want to wrap your hair in a towel for about 10 minutes. The only reason you're supposed to put it in, really, is to get it so that your hair doesn't drip. You don't want your hair dripping all over you. That's just going to make you cold, and that's why I dry my hair. The best way to do it is to let it drip dry and stuff, but I can't stand it, especially since I live in a cold climate, so get your hair to the point where it's not going to drip all over the place. Now, if you shower in the morning and you have to go out right after you shower, move your shower to nighttime. You're not going to want to go outside, especially if it's freezing cold out, right after you shower. The reason for this is because your hair is especially, sensitive when it's wet. So, if it's really sunny and hot out, or it's really humid out, your hair's going to frizz up, and the UV radiation is not going to be good to your hair. And then also, if it's freezing cold out, your hair's going to freeze. And freezing is not good for your hair. You don't want your hair to freeze. It's just bad for your hair. So, that's why you're going to want to move your shower to a time where it's not going to be wet when you're outside in the elements. So, if you've got hair like mine, shower before bed. It's fine. Make sure your hair isn't so wet that it's going to get your ears moist, though, because you don't want an ear infection. But you're going to want to shower a good amount of time before you go outside. Now, if you've got that hair that dries really quickly, don't worry about it as much. Wait half an hour, have breakfast. Do other routines. Just do that instead. and then your hair should be pretty good and dry when you go outside. That's fine. Finally, tip care. So how do you moisturize your tips after a shower? Your tips still aren't moisturized enough after sealing in all that conditioner. Isn't that weird? Well, no, actually it's not. Because your hair is damaged right now. Of course it's not going to be moisturized enough. So what are you going to do? You're going to get either some Vaseline or olive oil. I alternate every other shower. So the choice of Vaseline is it doesn't look as greasy, and it looks a little bit less like you just put oil on your hair, on your tips. So that's why you would choose Vaseline over olive oil. Olive oil, however, it's a little bit better working, I believe, than Vaseline, because it's an oil, and Vaseline, yes, it's petroleum jelly and it's moisturizing, but it's not an oil and it's not going to work quite as well. The great thing about either Vaseline or olive oil is they're not going to clog your pores, so if you rub your hair against your face, it's not going to clog your pores. So that's, that's a bonus. And you're just going to want to put that on. And if you're using olive oil, I suggest, especially to do that if you're going to sleep for a little while, because olive oil, it's going to absorb overnight and it's not going to look greasy after a little while. So that's going to help. And if you're using Vaseline, just go easy on it, because you can start looking like you put wax on your ends. But that's all. If you have any questions... Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Don't shower every day. It's best to shower every third day. I don't do that because, I don't want to look like a grease bomb. I've tried and experimented with my own hair, so I shower every other day. But try to shower every third day. If that doesn't work for you after a couple of weeks, go to showering every other day. But don't shower every day. Showering every day is bad for your hair. You're actually only supposed to wet your hair once a week, but, we don't do that anymore. So don't shower every other day. Please just don't do it. Don't shower every day. Please switch to showering every other day. You're going to want to shower every other day at the most. So don't do that. But don't just shower every day. It's bad for your hair. But yeah, that's it. Leave any comments down below. I'll link to both Weird Hair and Dumb Skin's introduction, as well as the honey video, which talks about humectants a little bit more. And please ask questions. Ask me to do something. I don't care. And do it on this site. I'm on here all the time, so just have at it. Have at it, guys. Have at it. So I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.